What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today I have Diggy Butt number 1 and Diggy Butt number 2 skins, and we are going to be showing you different game types they're good at. They have a nice shotgun, they have Shark Form, which heals you and does damage when you get out of it, and then you have the second ult, which is what I use, and that stuns people. Their passive heals you when you're in Shark Form even more, and then finally, you have a cool looking shotgun with the skin I'm going to end up using. But there are different things for different game modes, and the first one is Crystal Assault, which Diggy's actually really good at. So basically, what you want to do with Diggy is get very close because she only does damage up close, and do that in Shark form. You kind of want to get out of Shark form on top of them because it does about 1,000 damage. It's similar to Johnny Jet in a way where you flip on them. And then once you're up close, you can do a ton of damage. You do a lot more damage up close, so a lot of the time it's better to get into shark form and then go in. But then once you get up to the crystal, you are doing a ton of damage without an ult up. This character, especially in the later rounds, can melt the crystal faster than the shell ult or the Judex ult by just shooting it. It's absolutely crazy. But headshots with this character are really good, and I do suggest getting good at shooting them. I'm still trying to learn that myself, but as you can see, really far away shots there, we were able to kill him just really quickly. Another thing is, if you go in and out of shark form, it reloads your gun. And so if you shoot them and you don't want to actually have to reload, you can double tap shark to reload. That is something that I like to do. But I also was trying to get over there fast, so my sharks were always used up cooldown wise. But I go ahead, kill the guy that was trying to kill our crystal, and then on the way over to theirs, I do kill the Christina. And then I'm basically just running around in shark form to get full health, and then going out to kill the last guy. And then we have 3 times damage. We're just going to jump around and shoot the crystal. As you can see, every single shot we take is 3% damage. So that means every time we have to reload, it is doing an entire 6% of their crystal when you get to times 3. That is just huge. This character is actually good at Crystal Assault, which was really surprising to me. And the main things that really screw Diggy over are things like Scotty are not played in Crystal Assault very much. So Diggy's actually really good at Crystal Assault. Like, who knew? But I definitely recommend, if you're going to do this, to make sure you're focusing on getting that crystal because that's what you do the most valuably. Because anything can kill Diggy, really. I mean, if they get far enough away from you, it's really hard for you to do much. But you do so much damage to that crystal, and you can get there really fast through Shark form. It just is a really good character for this Crystal Assault, especially at the lower levels. The higher you get, the more people are going to focus on you, and it kind of sucks a little bit. But this is in the thousands of trophies, so it's not the lowest game ever. But as you can see, we are absolutely melting that crystal faster than anyone else, and we're able to get those kills. That map in particular is good because there's a lot of close quarters, but this one also kind of has a similar vibe. One thing you do have to be careful for, you cannot go through the up or downer thingies when you are in shark form. So make sure that you do not try to go across on shark form or you'll just fall off the map. Either way, we are just doing tons of damage to that crystal. As soon as people come down to try to kill me, I just go over there and I kill them as soon as possible. So the worst thing about playing Diggy is the freaking Century Rage Balls just absolutely murder you. You can't do anything about it. Like, you can't kill the guy fast enough. Those Rage Balls will just kill you. Right there, what we did was we came out of Shark Form on top of him, did 1,000 damage, and killed him through it. And right here, we are literally just moving around so we can heal up, and then we are going to go ahead and start firing again. I just wanted to make sure I had enough health to make sure that if someone did come down, I would be able to heal. Right there, we come out of shark form on top of him, immediately, instantly kill him, and then we instantly kill the mark. I'm going to heal myself up in shark form, and then go back to just murdering the crystal. We got ulted by the Gloria. I mean, it happens. But with only 10% left, I figured instead of trying to kill people, I'll just go straight in there, and then I'll just kill the crystal by myself. That didn't end up working. I kind of screwed it all up. But my teammates did end up getting the kill, and we won the game. Next up is Control, another game type it's really good at. So I don't recommend playing things like TDM. Like Scotty really screws this character up. On a lot of the Control maps, though, it is a lot of cover that you can flank around and not die. So like Scotty's not as effective in control against Diggy. So the reason Scotty's so good is when you get webbed, it knocks you out of fish form. So you're easy to hit and you can't heal. And you can't go back into fish form while you're webbed. So you basically automatically die. It's pretty awful. But the main thing you want to do on control is do your best to be able to get places while you're in cover. As you can see, I'm going along walls and just wait until I can get up to people, or I'm running away and then trying to heal in fish form, get to heals, and just stay next to walls so people have to come up close to me. Once people are up close to you, they're gonna die. Like Diggy kills people so quickly up close, it's insane. Especially if you can get those headshots in. But what we're going to want to do is just come out of fish form onto people, do that extra 1,000 damage, and then you will only need to do a double tap and then reload, double tap again. And like I said, you can go into fish form and out of it by double tapping it really fast, and it'll automatically reload you, and then you can get full armor or full ammo and kind of just four shot people without ever having to reload. I don't do that as much in these game types because I would rather have the cooldown of my fish form. It's more in panic type situations. Right here, we kind of had one of those panic type situations because once you get up close to the chemist, you're kind of screwed. So, like, you really need to try to get him down as fast as possible as Diggy because his heals will hurt you because it's damage and heals. So, basically, you need to try to kill him as fast as you can, and so if you ever see him use superpowers, you just try to run away. Same thing if you get up close to him, you just want to try to kill him as fast as you can. Because if you let him live like at all, you will die. Right there, we do end up dying, and we go in the hill, do our great job to get in there without getting touched, and that is the key to this character, is just being able to play around being shot. You need to do your best to stay in cover as much as possible and mind your health. If you are going to lose the fight, similar to Aletta, just get out of there. Remember, you heal and you're hard to hit when you're in fish form. So if you are half health and it just looks like they're gonna kill you, just go ahead, go fish form, try to get behind something, zigzag your way away from them, and like just kind of just hope that you'll live. I mean, a lot of the times you will, especially if you're level 10. The only times you're really screwed are if you get ulted by something like a second ult, or if you end up getting hit by a web from Scotty, then you're just screwed. You automatically lose. And that's fine. It is what it is, but you do need to be aware of that, and it is just super important that you have your strengths and you stick to them because you will die at any amount of range against most characters. So you have to do your best to stay along walls, hugging them, just go in fish form, doing what you can, and then you have your ult that stuns people. You need to like kind of prioritize who you're going to kill first. So certain characters do more damage up close easier, and those are the ones that you got to kill first because you have to be up close to people. Hunter doesn't do as easy damage up close. He can miss a little more. It's a little hard, but Waling can one shot you. So you want to prioritize that Waling, and then you'll go Hunter. But something like an Aletta, that does a ton of damage up close. You have to get him killed immediately. And he can get away from you, making you do less damage. It's annoying. But, like, you can kind of figure it out over time what kills you the most, and you want to try to priority target those. Another thing, you want to be very careful around Jabalis because they have a shield, and when you reload, they can shoot you. And then when you're ready to shoot again, they can pop shield up if they're very good. It can be super annoying to kill Jabalis. I literally will just wait for my teammates to get back, and then I'll go try to kill the Jabali. Right there, we were able to go ahead and get the heal, and we were able to heal up through fish form, but we ended up being killed by the yacht anyways. These guys were actually very good players. The Rose people are all like top 10 like in trophies and stuff for different heroes. So this was a very good game. But another thing that Diggy does very well is playing against Johnny Jets for a similar reason to Gloria, where you have good spread action on your shotgun damage. You can find him in his web, and then once you do, just keep shooting it. It'll really hurt him. And another thing that Diggy has that gives it a leg up on Johnny Jets is when you come out of fish form, it'll do 1,000 damage to Johnny and tell you exactly where he is. So what you want to do if you have a Johnny, you want to go into his puddle and you want to get out of fish form on top of the puddle, and then look for where that white damage is for 1,000, and then you can start shooting him right here. As you see, it tells me exactly where he is, so I just start shooting in that area. He immediately flipped out of the area, so it didn't end up killing him. But you can kind of get what I'm talking about. It's really helpful, and with Johnny Jet being a huge part of the meta ever since Wake Up showed everyone how to do it, it's super annoying and super good to know what to counter. Either way, we are doing a very good job staying alive in this, and we are just trying to figure out which way they're coming from. Because again, Diggy is very bad at range and very good up close, so knowing where people are coming from is huge. And we are able to get out of our fish form on top of the Johnny, get him low, and me and my teammates kill him, giving us the ability to start killing the rest of them. And then we're eventually going to be out of people to kill, and then the overtime can finally end because God, these people were annoying. So I knew that he would probably be coming up the middle, and I didn't want Johnny to reset the whole overtime thing. So I come out and surprise him. He immediately freaks out and flips into invisible mode, and he screws up and makes his team lose. So yay! Either way, we are going to the final mode I'm going to be talking about, and that is Payload Race. And I want to be very clear, you do not want to use Diggy on Payload Escort. It is not good. It is bad in every single way, and you will make your team lose. There's too much open spaces, and it's just all bad. Right there, we do get the Johnny Jet with that 1,000 damage, and then we do the same thing to this Jabali, and we're able to take them all out. Shout out to Polis, by the way, old pro player who came back to the game for 5v5. So excited to see him back in the game, and one of his first games back. We got matched up in this, going in solo against a team of three. A team of three who all has like really high trophies too. So really nice to see that. And as you can see there, what we did was we went in fish form on top of the Jabali, and even though he's shielded, he does die from it. And then right there, he does use his reflection shield to get us low. We finally do fall, and we are gonna go in. Our guy used his Fire of Justice on the Jabali, so I used my ult as well. So the Jabali can't do anything but go forward or die. And he chose to go backwards and die. So we do go ahead and take him out, and then we are moving on to the next set of heals. And Polis gives us his superpowers, which was a little unfortunate at the time. I wasn't able to do too much with it, but we do shoot the invisible Johnny Jet. And then we end up killing him eventually. Just going in, blind firing into the Johnny Jet is the best thing you can do whenever they have one, because Johnny is just so good at stalling the cart. But there's a lot of places that are very predictable. Like right there, he wasn't going to be out in the open, and he was going to stay on the cart. So he was obviously in the little corner, since that's the only place that he could be invisible and be on the other side of the cart. So that's where I aimed at. It's really easy to start predicting where the Johnnies are inside the circles, just because it kind of is a little obvious at some point. Right here, we got superpowers, so we're going to go ahead and just challenge the Jabali and the Johnny. We end up killing one and getting the Jabali low, but the game ends. We go 10-3, doing an amazing job, keeping some cart time. And this was the largest carry in the history of carries. Oh my god. I was so mad. The other team is so much higher level, by the way. As we got challenger bonus, I just wanted to point out what they're doing here. Like in my death screens, they were always just standing in spawn and just like not doing anything. And the other team is all range damage. A Gatlin, Hunter, and Osas. Literally the worst thing you could possibly play as a Diggy against. We were down by 20 something percent, so I kill everyone on their team by flanking around, going up the jumper upper thingy on the right, and then I just start shooting the middle block and getting as much time as possible, knowing that, hey, I gotta hide because they will kill me if I don't, because they're all really good range DPS. Right there, I did end up wasting the guy's ult and stayed alive for quite a while my teammates did nothing. Because they should have never been in this game. I want to make it very clear. I am not criticizing my teammates for not knowing what to do, and criticizing the game for putting them against 1,200 players in a team of three, because that's insane. Like, what they did this game was insane, match made wise. Either way, we make it work because I'm the best Diggy in the world. That's only because no one plays Diggy. Yeah, like if there were other Diggies, I probably wouldn't be the best in the world. But hey, Diggy actually works. I'm not gonna lie. You can flank with it, especially on maps like this that have like some tight corners that you can kind of flank with. You got really good speed. You're very deadly up close. So staying on the cart and fish form healing yourself, and then them having to come get you, and you're very fast to move around. They have to come right up close to you. You can kill them. It's actually good at this. As you can see, I'm just staying next to the carts, and then I'm just like basically getting my team contested time or pushing their cart back, or I'm pushing mine and making them come right up close to me and then winning the game that way. Right here, all I'm doing is pushing their cart back and just making sure no matter what angle they're at, they cannot get me. When this guy hits his ult and tries to come up to me, I go fish for him to make sure he can't kill me, and then he hits his smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go down here, regroup, wait, see what I can do because I knew that it was 1v3. I have to go around. I do get the first guy, and I go back to contesting and pushing this cart just like I was before, knowing that I can win the game by just pushing their cart backwards. And right here, I do stun the Osus. I'm going to go kill him. Knowing the game's already over, I'm just going for kills at this point. We get everybody, and then I'm going to just go ahead, get the last little bit, and win the game. Oh my god, I can't believe we won that game. That was awesome. Shout out to my teammates. I mean, you did as good as possible, but hey, it allowed us to get 11 trophies, so that's nice, I guess. Either way, we did win. And what else we won with was this amazing thumbnail made by Jordy. The guy is the best thumbnail maker in the game, and he is looking for clients. So if you want reasonably affordable prices with amazingly high quality, go in my description and get Jordy's Discord and make a deal. Alright, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.